Hi Libra, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Chandler and this is your intuitive energy reading for this week. You guys, I have a special announcement. I will no longer be doing air sign Monday specifically, fire sign Tuesday, water sign Wednesday, or earth sign Thursday. I'm going to go more on an intuitive basis as the signs have messages for me or my guides come through with messages for the signs. I'm going to handle things much more intuitively from now on. So I will basically be doing messages for the signs Monday through Friday, and I will try to space them out accordingly. But of course, if you guys come through with a message that's more urgent, you guys will come first. But yeah, Libra, it's your season. Happy birthday. I have a birthday this weekend too, on the 12th. Shout out to my other Libras who have birthdays the same day. You guys, I really feel good energy around you. Of course, it's your birthday season. A lot of you are just feeling really in your element, feeling very strong, very balanced, of course, hopefully, and maybe dealing with some chaos, maybe sifting through some of the other stuff, if any. But you're handling it really well, okay? And that's what I really feel from you guys. I really think you're handling it well. I had a vision, okay, as I was meditating. And the first vision that came through was just a simple blacksmith with a sword, okay, which was very Libran in nature, but the sword was red, and it was just really, really hot, okay, and the blacksmith was just hammering out the details, kind of leveling it out, twisting it, and making sure that the edge was just very, very sharp. And so this stuck out to me in a very masculine way, okay? Masculine, dominant Libras could be feeling like they're hammering out the details, like they're hammering out the facts, like they're gaining clarity, they're becoming really sharp, they know what they want, they're very decisive, okay? That's the energy that I got, was just very, very decisive. What's going on upstairs? Seriously, I don't even know. Sorry if you guys can hear that. They're being so loud. But then on the other side, okay, and this may be resonating with my feminine Libras, this energy was very open, okay, and it was almost this contrary to the sword energy. It was just this open space of non-judgment, no expectations, observer energy, truly, which I really feel strongly like you guys are just sort of going in between. You're balancing these energies very, very well in a very masterful way. We are just so much in your energy that you're feeling so harmonious, especially with your mindset, okay? Whatever you're focusing on, which I think is very much that hammering effect of the sword of clarity and truth and decisiveness and really sharpening up to ideas and thoughts. Maybe you've been having some dark thoughts. Maybe you've been having some anxiety. Maybe you've been struggling with mental imbalances. That can very well happen with air energies like Libra. Libra is the cardinal energy, and regardless of whether this is your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or whether you're a cross watcher watching this, you could be dealing with the same, because air energies carry those challenges with them. So as long as we're in Libra season, we are really going to be focusing on our thoughts, what serves us, what doesn't serve us, what's a good balance of that, what's a right judgment of that. And that's why I think these two visions came, because you're needing to find a healthy balance between that and this. And so that's the leading energy we will build upon, okay? Because regardless of whether you're masculine or feminine, I think you're going to be floating between these. I really do, because you're just going to be looking at yourself. You're going to be looking at others in this way. You're going to be looking at your thoughts, choosing what serves you, choosing what doesn't, what situations serve you, what situations don't, what relationships serve you, what relationships don't. And really coming from an unbiased perspective, hopefully, of it's just very clear. It's almost what I was saying to Aquarius and especially Aries last week was this sobering effect that Libra brings to the table, where other energies, especially last month with the Piscean moon, we were in this just very fantastical, like kind of la-la land, maybe having a high expectation, or potentially, not being very decisive about something that we kind of knew anyways that we needed to be decisive on. I myself personally have noticed quite a shift in my energy and in my awakening. It's really a reality check. It's really a sobering effect of, oh, right, I can't ignore that fact. Or, oh, right, I knew that from the beginning. I should have listened to my intuition, or however that resonates. It's just becoming more clear. It's just becoming more obvious what serves you and what doesn't. Okay, so we're going to lead with that. Show me the core energy that's working for Libra this week. Show me the core energy that Libra is harnessing this week. Now, you guys, this won't resonate with everyone. If you find like this energy is not resonating with you, that's okay. This is a general reading. I'm reading for thousands of people, so take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? These energies and these messages are designed for people who really need them. Who really need them. Oh, whoa, okay, Libra. Oh my gosh, wow, okay. This is the one card that came out on its face. I feel that these other energies are supportive because they're all on their backs. Let me turn them over. Yep. So we have the King of Swords in reverse, which is that very, very decisive energy. Maybe you're not happy with a situation. Maybe you're not pleased with someone. They know it. They're aware. You're being very direct. You're not sugarcoating it. Okay, kings give, queens receive. So whether or not you're a feminine Libra or you're a masculine Libra, or whether you're male or female, this is not gender specific. This is how you are acting. You're acting very assertive, very direct. You're delivering a message. You're speaking your truth. You are cutting through the bullshit in a very, very clear-cut, to-the-point way. That is how you're coming across. Now, this can be some amount of communication. This can be some finality or closure, okay? But you're simply laying it out. The supporting energies that we have are kind of messy, okay? We have the Devil, the Emperor in reverse, and the Ten of Swords, man. Oh, this is the Six of Swords. Six of Swords. So listen, this is that energy that you may have been in a fantastical idea about, or you may have just sort of seen where things went and been the observer of it for a while. But now you're getting very, very, very clear with each hammering of that sword what is serving you and what isn't. And I don't think it's necessarily a question for you, but this is a message that needs to be delivered to someone else. And it's a very understandable one at this point, right? Maybe before the facts weren't there, things weren't clear, which I think was enticing you to be very factual, very rational, almost unemotional, okay, about this situation, because it just is so very, very black and white at this point. That it took some time for that to become. It took some time for you to gather all the facts and you to become so harmonious and balanced over this situation. But I feel the way that you are actually approaching this is still that very harmonious, very balanced, potentially a little unemotional because you're being so decisive. Now, the Devil and the Emperor are two major energies of Capricorn, Aries, Taurus, and then we have the Six of Swords, which is talking about feeling like you're chained or trapped in a situation that is undesirable to you, and it's unfair, and it's unwavering, and it's been this way for a while, and it's under the control of someone else, or it has been, and simply this isn't going to go on for Libra. Libra is really deciding here to go in a different direction than this, because this Devil energy is manipulative. It's controlling, it's deceitful, it's not benefiting where Libra is at. And regardless of who this Emperor is to you, Libra, you could be this Emperor, you could be involved with this Emperor. It just seems unhealthy, okay? It seems like nothing really changes here. Because this Devil energy is chained, it's like, it's exactly that. It feels like you're held to something that you don't want to be held to anymore, okay? You don't want to be held to another person's burdens, to another person's ways of manipulation or deceit or betrayal, and it simply seems like this Emperor, if you're involved with them, they're not doing anything to make their situation better. You know, they feel chained to a situation. They feel like they can't move forward, or they're intoxicated or addicted to something that isn't good for them. And why would you stick around for that? You know what I mean? It's just like, if we really face the facts, Libra, I know that this could be slightly emotional for you, but you're going to be facing the facts this week, hammering out the details, and really maybe breaking a contract with someone. You know, like, it just seems so very, very clear that if someone's not ending a situation, then you have no choice. You have no choice, and it's the right decision for you, Libra. And I think you're even suggesting that this person move on too, that they, you know, try to figure out their situation. It's just becoming all too much for the both of you, you know, kind of thing. It's not hostile, it's not aggressive, potentially. It's just very clear. It's just very clear. You know, and that's what Libra deserves. Libra doesn't deserve to feel chained or controlled or manipulated or lied to. Just try lying to a Libra. I mean, most people do, and most people find out the hard way that you can't. You can't. Libra is the one sign that will find out, that will figure out the facts, that will deliver the details, that will uncover and sift through whatever is necessary so that they cannot be fooled. Unfortunately, some people don't figure that out until it's too late. We have the Lovers in reverse. I mean, you guys, it couldn't be more clear. This is definitely a loving situation that you may feel attached to. With the Emperor and the Devil, it could be a twin flame situation. But either way, you know, this Lovers, it's talking about having something literally between you. Okay? Regardless of whether that's another person. It could be that this person is involved with another person or several, or they could have options or whatever. It could be overindulgences. Like with the Devil, this could be addiction that this Emperor is not in control of, but they like operating under the illusion that they are in control, but it's the illusion is what I'm getting at. We have the Lovers being the major arcana of the Gemini. Okay, so this is the communication, this is the realization that this just isn't going to work for Libra. We have the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So again, I think this person is realizing that they haven't fooled Libra, they're not going to be able to fool Libra, and that they can't simply continue on with Libra without handling the stuff that's on their side, okay? Because there's this energy with the Lovers in the traditional tarot, the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, of a mountain, okay, literally being between the Lovers. It's the challenge, it's the mountain to climb, it's the pinnacle of realization that these Lovers must come to realize the divinity between them. When the Lovers is in reverse, the mountain is still there. It's just still there. And so that's kind of the way it wants to come out, is just there's this mountain. And it has a lot to do with past lies, betrayal, deceit. It's almost like I'm talking to a Libra today that's realized a lot of the things that have gone on, and they're still going on potentially, and you're just kind of asking yourself, like, how could I ever trust you? Like, how could this ever be any different unless there's some significant and drastic change that I don't see actually happening? So at the end of the day, it's just very obvious what needs to happen. You know, the past lies, the deceit, the betrayal, the coercion, the manipulation, it's all coming up. And I do feel like, Libra, and this is just a sense, that this person is going to feel really remorseful. They're going to feel really regretful because they're being forced to look at everything. They're being forced to look at everything because they are also in this sobering effect of Libra season. They're not going to be able to escape how long that they've been under the disillusionment that Libra is a fool, or that, you know, they were getting away with something when they actually weren't. You know, like, that's going to be a really hard realization that's going to carry a lot of emotions. So Let's get another energy for Libra. I feel like there's a lot more, you guys. I feel like there's a lot more. We're getting a lot of intuition for you, Libra. And I do feel like this is a twin flame situation just because of the Emperor and the Devil and the Lovers. I mean, this is a significant counterpart, which can be really confusing. It can be really confusing. You don't have to put yourself, okay, and I'm getting this for a few specific Libras out there. I feel like there's this Libra or just human thing that we all do, that it's like, I can't forgive this person, so therefore I can't love this person. And that's not true. Just because you can't forgive them doesn't mean that you also can't allow yourself to love them. Don't deny yourself loving a person, because that's just not healthy for you. You can love this person. You can love them, because it's almost like this energy of how, you know, God loves a child, just like they know not what they do. Maybe they just have been sort of neglectful or even arrogant, and you just inherently know that they'll eventually mature, or they'll eventually come to, wisen up, realize what needs to be realized. And Libra, I think you're just doing this sort of roller coaster effect of being really unhappy with where they are and what they've done to you and the situation, or what they haven't done, okay? But you're simply taking a higher ground of that observer, open space energy. It's a little like time heals all. It's a little like, you know, this is eventually gonna work itself out. Okay, that's that hammering effect of this sword. It's just you're sharpening up, okay? Hammer by hammer, tick by tick, right? Ting, ting. You're gonna have all the facts eventually, or you're gonna feel like you do. And this doesn't waste any of this energy. Everything that you're going through now is definitely meant to be. And it's also a very big realization that the past is the past. You don't have to carry it with you. You don't have to hate this person because of what they've done. I think a lot of you Libras are realizing that you don't hate this person. But you can't really love this person either with what they're doing. And so there's this rift. And then I think a lot of you are working on forgiving this person. Maybe for just wasting some time. Like, it just feels kind of like time was wasted. An opportunity was wasted. You know, I'm hearing that you feel kind of like they were weak, where they were able to be strong. And that's really just disappointing. It's just disappointing. That's what the King of Swords is coming through with. It's really unemotional except for that. Just very disappointing. So we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. I mean, is that very clear or what? Ace of Cups in reverse. Withdraw of love, withdraw of energy, withdraw of investment, unreciprocated or just truly inappropriate situation for fostering love. There couldn't have been, I don't feel like, a good turnout of this situation, but that's for the romantic aspect. Okay, because I feel like I'm talking to some Libras today that have spoken their truth, that have helped this person realize some very significant things, and now it's the time to take a step back and to heal. And that's okay. That's okay. Libra, you're going to be leaving with your head held high, and because you've gotten what you wanted anyways. You've gotten what you wanted anyways. Only time will tell in this situation. Only time will tell, okay, with this person, because they know now, but they still have to figure some stuff out. They still have to figure some stuff out, and they could be running, they could be trying to control things. They could be dealing with quite a few issues in their own life. You don't ever know, really. The Five of Wands and the Six of Wands. So a very public display of egoic tendencies, of a battle, of, you know, something that you weren't really supposed to overcome. You weren't supposed to, you know, find out or figure out or be a part of. It does seem like, Libra, you've sort of been the successor, okay, in this battle or competition. You know, with the Five of Wands, it is a competition. It's for no other reason than to win, or to get under the other person's skin, or to, you know, see who could outwit the other person, when of course, Libra, I mean, if that was the case, then you're hands down like the wittiest of all of the signs, if I can be completely biased. Aquarius is a close second to you though, for sure. So the Six of Wands, again, is sort of a public agreement. It's a public awareness of this battle, or of this disagreement, or of this competition. And I feel like you are literally the one that can hold your dignity and walk away from this unscathed, unaffected, feeling good about yourself, feeling like you've overcome something. Okay, but again, it does seem like a few people have been involved in this, and it hasn't been easy for you, you know, with this competitive energy. You might not have any other option than to leave. No one wins here. And if this Emperor wants to stay in a losing battle, then that is absolutely their choice. But you're not doing it. That's the thing, is you are not doing it. You are not giving any more to a bad situation. You are not, you know, feeding a toxic energy anymore. And you see no progress being made by them. And so it just makes your decision all the more clear. So again, leaving with the higher road, head held high, is what I'm picking up, you guys. Being very decisive, and, you know, proud of your efforts, because you've come so far and you've done so much, and you have, you know, really tried here to your best ability, is what I'm guessing. That it is a disappointment, but you're leaving this phase different than you entered it. You're leaving this phase, they're also changed as well, is what I would like to say. But with a focus on you, you have transformed in some way, shape, or form. No longer really putting up with the battle, the competition, whatever the case that may be, because you realize that no one wins. It's all egoic based, and you're better than that. Like, I would like to say, Libra, you're just better than that. So we have the High Priestess and the Three of Swords. Keeping secrets to yourself. This is the divine feminine energy, okay, which is the observer, okay? This is the opposite of hammering out the details and communicating very, very clearly what you think, what you believe, what you know now, or what you've observed. There's just no question there. But with the High Priestess, it's the observer. It's the quietness. It's the realization that you don't tell anyone about. It's, you know, being there but having no direct involvement. I feel like this is a very healing energy, the Three of Swords underneath, of having subconscious triggers, having layers to this situation that can absolutely be healed, that you're going to be feeling your way through. But as an independent person, you're not going to let this show. You're not going to, you know, be talking about this with anyone. And you could not even be really paying this a lot of attention. But this is the underlying reason for why you had to re-enter this situation. Just simply because there's another layer within yourself that you need to recognize and learn from. For the Three of Swords, I feel like you kind of already knew that this would happen. There was no higher expectation from you. This was always the option that could have eventuated from this situation, was disappointment in this person and heartbreak, because I feel like this has happened before. You were simply hoping that this would change, or that there would be a different circumstance to end on, but I don't feel like any of you are surprised about this. In truth, I don't feel like any of you are surprised about this. So you know what to do if this is you, Libra. If this is you having already been through with this person like this, having, you know, these expectations that seem to just cycle around, or having these circumstances that just don't change, that just is simply bringing you to a deeper level within yourself and your own understanding. And what I would like to say about this energy with the Three of Swords and High Priestess is that some of you could be going through an initiation, an awakening, I'm getting a secondary awakening for some of you guys, where you may have already had your initial awakening. And there's some aspects of this awakening that are very emotionally based. And I would like to say with the High Priestess in an upright position that some of you are beginning to see through your feelings. Okay, so as much as I think you are a visual person and you get visions and you get dreams, and you get intuition, this is much more about feeling, okay? Feeling a certain way, trusting your gut feeling, okay? Trusting how a person makes you feel. This is all an initiation into that realm, okay? It's all an initiation to the subconscious, what you know without saying it, what you know without having been said or any actual evidence or tangibility. This is you learning to really trust your gut. This is you really learning to trust what you know, and maybe being very decisive in that area as well, okay? So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Coins, which I really love. Let's see what's underneath her. Oh, 9 of Cups. Okay, and the Tower in reverse. Right, so these energies really are very clear. When you put an end, okay, to this situation, a lot of you haven't. That's why the Tower is still in a reverse. It's going to serve you because you're going to be released into a time of happiness, a time of abundance, a time that, you know, feels as if your ships are coming in. It's well deserved. You've really put a lot of effort, and it's a bit of a celebration. As you can see, this man is like super happy. I mean, he just got payday, he just got the lotto or whatever, you know, he's out there drinking, buying drinks for the whole bar. He's very happy with what he's done. And he's showcasing his success. He's celebrating it with others. He's relieved of the previous burdens. You know, this is an ending of a cycle that's ending on a really good note. And you're ending as the Queen of Coins, which is the everything queen. You know, each queen has to kind of work up to the Queen of Coins because the Queen of Coins takes the longest to cultivate. The Queen of Coins is emotionally balanced, mentally balanced, physically balanced, and also balanced within her passions and her sexuality and her self-expression, all of which, you know, are elements of the other queens, are culminated into the Queen of Coins to make her very stable, very worldly, very responsible, very knowledgeable, having a lot of resources, being well established, well rooted, trustworthy. She knows herself. I mean, I'm getting this energy of just being really okay with where you're at, which I really like, Libra. I really do. Really okay with where you're at, really okay with your efforts. Even though the situation turned out a little kaput, it's okay because it's not the end of the world. The Queen of Coins is the queen that is the multitasker. She just knows how to invest wisely. She just knows how to grow shit. Okay, so like, this is not the end. In fact, I think it's more of a just beginning type of energy. Where the Tower is still in reverse, it's okay that you didn't get closure over this. It's okay that it didn't turn out the way, you know, you had hoped for, which I think was maybe a far-reaching hope anyways. But you tried. Your efforts are beautiful. And I think, in a way, a seed has been planted, and you just anticipate the future being different anyways. Okay? That's sort of the energy I'm getting. Like, you can't go back. You can't go back. Which is a really good feeling because I don't think a lot of you really would want to anyways. There's only forward movement there. There's only growth. There's only potential. There's only reward there for you. Once you just make that decision, okay, in a very appropriate way, relating to this person, I hope you understand. I can't be this for you. I can't carry this weight for you. I can't continue to be involved in this with you. There's some things you've got to figure out before you can deserve me in your life. And that's very real and it's very tangible and understandable, I think. Okay, so listen, you guys, this person, they're going to figure out their stuff. It's okay that you couldn't grow the love here with them. It's okay that there's a mountain between you guys. You're just going to continue to do your own thing, Libra. I really like it. I really like it because you're really balanced. You're coming through in a really responsive, really responsible way, logical way, worldly way. And that's good. That's good. So keep that up, Libra. Work through your healing appropriately. Work through it internally. Maybe do some writing, maybe do some singing. I think yoga is going to be really beneficial for you guys this month. Yoga is always very beneficial to Libras anyways. It's all about strength and balance. Okay, so literally, Libra, I see a lot of you diving into yoga even more deeply if that's the case. And yeah, finding that harmony between what's worth your time, what's not, what's gonna serve you and what's not, what's very clear and what's not, okay? And really cutting through that so you can get to the place of peace like you deserve, okay? So thank you so much, Libra. I will be seeing you next week. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.